we were talking about the location of where you actually started out at Arkaik.
Yeah, we started actually in Southern California. So it was like Riverside County. We were like in between San Diego and LA, and we would play shows basically in like Riverside, San Diego, and LA. And then about 6 years ago, I moved up to like the Modesto kind of area, Turlock
Ooh, the
area.
Central Valley. That's where,
Central Valley.
that's where I was bringing up the question of the other place was if you actually played out here in the Central Valley very long, and that's what I was mainly getting at was a different location that you came through. You said that you toured, but you didn't. But I guess I missed the part where you said you moved.
Yeah, I did, because most of the band members were like at this point in time they lived in Northern California. So at time that I moved up there, I was the only person left in Southern California. So
Oh, that's never a good feeling.
yeah, I was like, I need to get more up north because that's where the rest of the band is. We could jam more often,
Right. There you
write
go.
music. So that's how I moved up there. And then we used to actually practice at this place called The Workshop. Do you know where The Workshop is?
Oh, the Workshop is a classic. Honestly, it will always be a favorite of the metal scene. You're talking about the one in series, obviously.
Yeah.
So was that your stomping ground?
For a while, it wasn't like we definitely hung out there during its like after all of the cool stuff happened, and
I gotcha.
like
I gotcha.
there were still shows there occasionally, and we did play 2 shows at the Workshop too. But we actually would practice there because we had friends of our drummer knew the people who owned it or ran it, and so we would practice there and do some shows and hang out there.
There you go. Did you ever play with bands like Bavmorda and Wormflesh?
I don't think we played with Wormflesh. I think we might have played with Bavmorda. I know they're from that same area.
Jamie is a beast. She really knows what she's doing.
Yeah, they're awesome.
So have you did you also jam with people like Etch and Stone, for example?
I don't think so. Yeah, we did like a couple shows there, but we didn't play a whole lot with a whole lot of other bands there. We mostly just practiced there.
I gotcha. That makes sense. So you didn't do shows at the Workshop. You practiced at the Workshop.
Yeah, except for a couple shows we did do there. So, but we like that place had been having shows for like, I don't know, 10 years or so, like long
for forever.
Yeah.
Forever. Mike Vanek's known for throwing on some killer shows at that place before it got shut down. Jason Graff too. They're both excellent pairings.
Yeah, so we would hang out with him and stuff. He's cool. He's like a good friend of mine now.
They threw some killer shows at the Workshop in its heyday for sure. So did you do any of the festivals that were here in the Central Valley?
We did one year. We played that one. What's it called? That's like in the in the city, in downtown. They like block all the roads off.
Is it? Well, there's a bunch of them like that. There's X Fest. There's
X Fest.
Lucky Fest. There's a lot of fests like that.
I played X Fest 1 year, a long time ago. It was like pretty long ago. But then I did play Lucky Fest, I think, too, though. But I was playing drums in a cover band that I used to like gig with, I guess.
Right.
And so yeah, I think I played that one too, but not with Arkaik.
Okay. So where exact? So do you have a direction for this next upcoming CD?
The one that's coming out tomorrow, or the one after, like the whatever we do after that?
Sorry, say that one more time. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. Are you talking about the one that is coming out tomorrow, or the one
Yes.
that?
Oh, you have more. So what is the next one? What's the next one after Labyrinth of Hungry Ghosts?
I don't know. We haven't started writing it yet. I think we've got some riffs, but not sure. Yeah.
There you go. So what? So do you happen to have any? Well, when bands, as you probably already know this, when bands put out their CDs, they often tour to go and bring out these CDs. Do you plan on doing any touring?
Yeah, definitely. I think we've solidified 2 tours this year. We we haven't announced them, but it's looking like we might be out. Yeah, we'll definitely be touring out and bringing, like, playing some new songs, and you know, selling some new albums and vinyls and stuff.
There you go. There you go. Do you? Uh, I have to say that if you really need, I guess, if you really want, any connections, um, I also have some connections on my end of metal promoters that would definitely like to hear from you. Like a lot of them that uh, uh, Liquid Dueno, for example, really good promotion for metal for sure.
Nice. Yeah, send them my way.
There you go. There you go. Um, so tell me a little bit what you have planned for the future.
Yeah, so doing some tours this year to play the new stuff, and starting to write and work on our next album, and then next year hopefully making it to Europe.
Europe. There you go. What a way to go. Um,
Yeah.
how big of a following do you think you have for this album? I mean, I've heard it. I think it's a really kick-ass album.
I don't know. Um I think we'll know in about a month or two,
There you go.
like what people really thought of it. I think it's like, from what people were saying today, like in the YouTube chat, because we were like live chatting
Right,
while the full album
right.
was playing. Um,
And
People
they
are
said
like,
it was like a video game.
yeah, or they're just like, it was just all good stuff. Like, people are really digging it,
There
and
you go. There you go. It's always good to hear when people are bringing out their opinions of your stuff. I mean, that goes for like authors as well, which take it from me. So yeah, there's a lot of when fans take. It's weird when fans take apart what you're doing. It's usually a good thing.
yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. We've got some cool reviews. There's a really funny video on YouTube of these guys. They're like European metalhead dudes, and they did a really funny reaction video to our music video.
There you go. I love it when people do that.
Yeah. So I posted it. We have like a private Facebook group for
Right.
we call it our street team, and we're
Quick
like,
question: Is Sirik a part of your street team?
Sir Eric.
Yeah, yeah. He's a really cool guy. Who's all about the positivity of being a metalhead.
Yeah, talk to him all the time. Yeah, he's in the
He's a really cool. He's a really cool guy. I love his quirkiness. I love his energy. He really knows how to make. He really knows how to make metal fun. You know, I guess
He
put it
does,
that way.
dude. Yeah. He's got his own fan base out there in Sacramento.
Doesn't he now? He makes a lot of he talks about a lot of how his disability brings us all up, and it's actually true, especially like when people have disabilities, when they see people like getting up there, it just greatly increases everybody. It just brings us all up, and I just have to say, Syracuse is one of the brightest.
Yeah, 100%. He's awesome.
So for your street team, for your street team, do you send them out with copies of your CDs, or is it mainly just for like flyers and stuff like that?
Well, I originally created it because we were having a hard time reaching people with our Facebook page. We'd post it and nobody would see it or something like that. And
that's a hard thing for promoters as well. It's like when we send things out into the airwaves, it usually doesn't go very far.
Yeah, so my goal was to try to get everybody who really likes the band in one place so that we can communicate with them better and keep them up to date on like what we're doing.
There you go.
Just kind of have a little community kind of thing.
That's a good way of doing it. That's a good way of doing it for sure, especially when you're trying to spread it. You're trying to spread it out because, that person's going to talk to that person's going to talk to that person, and you're going to spread it out that way. That's a good way of doing it. That's the way you should be doing it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, just trying to do the thing, do the band thing.
So tell us some of your story. Tell us some stories of Arkaik. I'm sure you have plenty of them.
Yeah, like what kind of stories?
Band stories, like anything that's really wild and out there that
Okay,
you guys
I got a good one.
Okay,
I got a good one. It was like 2014, I think 2013 or 2014. We're touring with a band called Arsonists Get All the Girls.
Okay.
And another band, I think their name was Gift Giver, and they were like a newer band. We had done some tours before, so we were we were in no way like seasoned touring musicians, but
right.
We had done it a couple times before, and this band came out with us. It was their first tour, and we had like a day off, and we were driving through like Texas, or we're just driving through no man's land, and
yeah, right.
And we wanted to crash somewhere for the night and like barbecue. Right. We wanted to find
there you go.
Yeah, we wanted to find like a campsite that we could, pull the vans up to and barbecue some stuff and hang out and chill and party and stuff. And so fast forward to like 5 hours later, after we all get there and stuff, we're all hanging out, barbecuing, drinking beer. One of the it gets dark, and I think he was the drummer of the Gift Giver band.
Ooh, there you go. Band to band.
Yeah, so their van was parked on this ledge that was like a 2-foot drop to the next like parking space at a campground.
Right.
and he was on the driver's side, and he stepped off the ledge and didn't know that there was like a couple feet, and so
Oh
he fell.
no. Oh
So
no.
he fell, but he fell into a cactus.
Oh, that's even worse. It just gets worse and worse by the story. Keep going.
Yeah, so then we just hear this scream, and he's like screaming, and we're like, what is going on? And we go around and we like look at him, and we're like, oh dude, and he's just covered in cactus needles, and he's like screaming, and we've got like our cell phone lights that were shining on him, and we're just like, oh my god. And he got him like through his hands and stuff, and
Oh no.
it was just the worst. Like, imagine the worst thing that could happen to you while you're camping is like
Oh, I
probably fall into a
agree with
cactus.
that. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah, and then we're all like trying to like talk to him or give our advice. Everybody's like freaking out, and he's just like,
Take him
shut
out.
the fuck
Take
up,
him out.
just leave me alone. I don't know. It was
Full
so
emo
funny.
moment.
It was so funny.
That's
Yeah.
That's funny but horrible.
Yeah, yeah, it sucked for him, but it was super funny for us. I don't know. We were just like, oh fuck, like that is the worst thing that could happen.
Oh wow, that's intense. Wow. So, wow, yeah, it's actually getting kind of dark actually. So I want to thank you for being my guest for this evening. I apologize that we had a little bit of some mishaps. I'll be sure to fix that. Jerad Jerad Christianson, everyone, the one and only guitarist and vocalist from Arkaik.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for having me, man.
I hope to hear more from you guys. You're gifted. You're gifted.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, keep it up, man. Keep up the good work. Thanks for helping out bands like us.
Hell yeah, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy stagehanding. I enjoy working with music. I mean, music is a life in us all for sure.
100%. Heck yeah, man. All right.
All right, I'll talk to you later, guy. Thank you.
See ya.